Gas lagi gas. Tadi salah. Tadi salah. Sekarang kemana? Sekarang Ganyu pakai ini kan? Nah, kalau gue salah pakai ini kan? Iya kan pakai ini Ganyu. Nah, udah. Nah, udah kalau Ganyu pakai itu. Kita gaskeun. Tadi makan dulu terus kayak berunge, kagak ada suaraan di desktopnya, jadi ya udahlah yang PP. Nyari buat bal aja gitu ya, resinya buat bal. Resinya nyari buat bal. Aduh, Pak Iro. Aduh duh, Pak Iro. Berat banget Pak Iro. Olek anjir. Cuan. Lama coba kayaknya.
Retribution!
Everybody stand back! Let's allow me!
Verdict is...
Absorption test! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Lama. Lama juga. Punya ini 5 cuy. Enggaknya butuh berapa banyak, bodoh.季節は過ぎ過ぎ死んでゆく失明の声や風になる hadiah reputasi Nazuma. Gua kesini juga belum ya, soalnya skill gua dikit. Kazuha atau ini? Ya udah sih, kita ambil quest dulu. Kembalinya Jet Chamber, obat ramuan. Oh iya anjir, ini gua lupa ada event, tolol. Maksudnya kita lihat dulu apakah ini kayak yang kemarin tuh, apa siapa yang di Inazuma yang dapat rak. Gua kagak dapat semua karena gua kagak tahu cowok. Jadinya kayak nanamnya gua kurang 1 hari doang sih sebenarnya. Ya sekarang kita lihat apakah kita dapat atau tidak gitu. Ya, gue belum pernah ke Liyue loh. Maksudnya kayak Liyue udah dirakit sedemikian rupa belum? Sumpah gue belum pernah ke Liyue cu. Males gue bacanya, ya udah langsung. Teori skip. 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 Bentar, kok ini tidak publik, bodoh. Pantas gak ada ya, tidak publik anjing. Lah, kok hilang? Gak jelas banget anjir ini. Ding ding ding. Gak, yang gua bingung itu kan tadi tidak publik, kenapa ada penonton serentak lah. Tuh kan bingung gua, cuman ya udahlah ya. Ding 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 tuh. Lama nih boy. Loh, casan jauh pula. Di W udah diperbarui, gue baru kesini cowok. Ini pasti questnya? Oh enggak. Oke anjir, gue kangen di W cuy, baru kesini lagi kan. Lihat. Oh belum ya. Berarti nanti pas di Ganyu. Atau pas quest, kagak tahu dah gue. Ding. Rahasia. Ini juga punya aura yang sama misteriusnya. Aku yakin kalian punya masalah. Baiklah, kita langsung saja ya. Mohon ada firasat kalau situasi ini bakal berubah total. Lama ya cuk, lama kali ini. Ini lama kali ini. Meracik parfum kuno itu harus hati-hati dan teliti. Kamu harus bergerak lembut. Kupas kunci pada petik kelopaknya, lalu tumpuk yang rapi, yang tipis di atas, yang tebal di bawah. Sisakan sedikit jarak di antaranya, lalu tumbuk. Jangan genggam lesung dan alurnya selalu erat. Renggangkan pergelangan tangan, lalu tumbuk dengan gerakan yang teratur. Naik turun. Tunggu sampai getahnya keluar dan dasar lesung mulai basah dan lembab. Kemudian percepat gerakannya, anjas. Yang mau menjelaskan sungguh unik, tapi aku paham kok intinya. Mudah sekali. Sekarang oke, mulai. Sambil dibimbing, Temius elixir dinonaktifkan. Hebat, anjas. Biar cepat dan padat, nggak kelamaan. Udah kan? Pepe. Ntar gua
Guess we can rest a bit.
alunkan nada-nada. Mountain Tianghai. Yo 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 yo. Udah, coba dulu. Oh ini teh kalau gini main aja. Kita ini jelas ini adalah ini enggak. Beneto. Bodoh. Beneto dan ini apa cung? Swirl. Sekali semakin mau semuanya damage. Buset, gak mau lah. Yang diakibatkan oleh seluruh anggota part meningkat. Udah ini aja lah. Oh, bisa banyak ya. Charge attack seluruh kagak pakai charge attack. Katalis. Oh, katalis mah ini kan. Kepatuhan projen kagak, melt kagak, reload kagak 20%. Ya, boleh. Udah kan? Hihi. Ini bukan ini, cuk. Kazuha. Beneto. Wende. Ada Kazuha bau-bau bakar ini ya. Yo Kana baku ka kimi ga ichumi na indai yo no boku ra wa karada no mono boku tachi ga kimi kana inda yo. Senhe Xiao Zhongli. Mana yang lebih bagus untuk digacha? Sudah jelas dong. Ganyu gitu kan. Karena Ganyu my waifu. Senjatanya pakai apaan? Aduh, salah ini senjatanya.
Everybody stand back. Time for takeoff.
Harusnya
Brace yourself.
iron string kayak.
Let's light it up. Yahoo!
Clouds high. The birds.
Brace yourself. Let's play. Think you can get away? I'm going in.
The wind knows. Disappear. Worthless. As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
Here we go. Time for takeoff.
Into the wind. Tip.
Everybody stand.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Time. One with nature.
Yo Kimi kana It's my demo. Kimi no zen 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 sekara boku wa kimi ga sagasi hajimeta yo. Kono buki icho no warai gata ore ga teketa teketanda yo. Kimi ga zen 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 bunak nakte jiri jiri ni nak nakte mo wa yo anai mata uchi kara hajimeru myoka. Uchi yo zero kara mata uchi kara hajimeru myoka. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, PP kagak bisa dipakai lagi. Suwe suwe, anjir 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 anjir. Kan terkunci. PP. Ada berapa sih ini? 4 tung. Ya udah ini. Ya kalau gitu mah kayak ini aja. Aduh ya ininya juga hilang. Bedo ini aja karena bedoku jelek. Bedo pisau cair udah. Tidak usah, saya tidak lemah. Gak tau tatang gua juga kecil kan anjir. Pakai energi recharge soalnya. Enak tadi tuh pakai push. Kayak Zuha.
To ashes! By royal decree!
Lagi
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Pepe.
Eyes on me!
You can run, you can't hide.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! Back off! I summon thee! Odds revealed! Power that ended my son!
You're mine.
Kok lama?
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Lama cuk. Udahan ah. Pepe. Kok lama? Ternyata tetangku tidak sejago yang kukira. udah kan, nanti aja itu mah. Kembalinya Jade Chamber. Ini yang ku tunggu-tunggu. Kembalinya Jade Chamber. Apakah akan sebagus itu Jade Chamber atau just Jade Chamber? Mari kita lihat. Oh. Oh, di atas ya. Ganti dulu ini dong. Party. Let's gonna party. Okay. Jadi nak parkur aja. Dewa parkur yang bukan dewa geo.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project.
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with
Kagak
Adepti
ngerti
art.
aja udah
They
deh.
are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question.
Kok cuma satu pertanyaan?
You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
Gitu.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year,
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but
no. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snapped.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business. And we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building
Coba
site.
barang-barang.
I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Yujing Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement con. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you.
No.
Ah, don't be like that. Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
Kenapa? Bunga Pulau mengikuti angin chapter 1.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you look at... Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something...
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like it's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't...
No more excuses! I know you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a... Then Shinyu at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich...
Master warned me not to lay a hand on... But here we are. Perhaps... yes.
Boss, I'm telling you...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry.
Jelas anjir.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is... well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
I've heard about you two before. Thank you for... I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. This is Lila Harbor. There against that kind of stuff.
Laws? No. Apparently not.
Really? So,
That would be my stomach growling.
she's so honest. Wait,
Yeah.
that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants. Then of course you're still hungry. So, any
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a bit. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach.
Gak jelas. Gak jelas.
Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's real.
My hunger has now abated. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a lot.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the
Right.
restaurant? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon knew.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot. We came out to take and now we're probably super behind.
I see. I heard something about.
Yep. You get to ask
Kalau
Ningguang any question you
menang,
want if you win. Were you interested in the contest too, Shen?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
Wow. You really did. But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, we simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become—
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay?
Okay.
Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baiju? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredient.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs...
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now.
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though, you seem to know...
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treaty. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite
Commerce
in
Guild
existence has been mined.
Okay, then. Let's... Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all.
Boo Boo Pharmacy. Boo Boo. Why the name is Boo Boo? I'm Zhongli. I'm your
Mr. Xingqiu,
Morax.
Thank goodness you're finally back.
Xingqiu.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sun
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's...
as well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
Buset.
500 million?
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away. Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to
Orang
records
Sunda
of drifting
kayaknya.
clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his
Sudah
rarest and
mangkat,
most
kan.
exquisite treasures.
Udah pergi
Among
lah.
which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed,
Aha.
I came into possession of a...
That's great!
Seperti biasa sih kalau misalnya nanti ada cutscene yang mungkin keren gitu. Bakalan di mute sih nih biar
You
bagus.
needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that? Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then. Well, There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh,
Coba,
I almost
yun.
forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs.
Xingqiu itu
especially
cewek
when
apa
it comes to
cowok
their
sih gue
defense
bingung.
mechanism.
Okay, we...
Mountain Tiaheng. Mountain Tiaheng, Mountain Tiaheng.
Gather!
Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
What the fuck?
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around.
Alright.
Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Boring! Useless!
Sealy got to here and then disappear.
Bentar. Ini teh langsung sama kayak tes runnya si siapa? Senhe. Atau hanya iya anjir. Iya Anjir ini bareng sama quest Archon lah. Keren lah.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
Keren banget sih.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see.
Bukannya itu Silly yang tadi.
Look, it's gone and now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete.
Kurang ya.
Could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They
Ini
are
hasil
the
ilmu
product of an
adaptasi yang digunakan
adeptite
untuk
art
pemisahan
used
dan
for
penyekatan.
If we want to go down, we must first
Terus hancurkan
destroy
dulu
the
kata yang
mechanism that
kita
is
mau
maintaining the...
Alright, then let's...
I sense the presence of
Nah,
monsters
di
in this
tempat ini
place.
aku tidak tahu di mana
I
mereka
don't know where they
bersembunyi.
are hiding, so we
Sebaiknya
better
berhati-hati. Hai, arigato senhei-kun, senhei-chan, senhei-san, arigato ne. Ho. Jadi pakai Eula mending juga ya. Tapi Eula kan bentar ini berjalan di awan loh, Cok.
Transfiguration. Unleash.
Nah, kalau misalnya gini Senhe pakai kok ini sih bukan gladiator, attack persen. Gak tahu dah.
Wouldn't gliding think you can get away? Yahoo!
Obey.
Solidify!
Oke, no worry.
Unleash.
Masalahnya fisikalnya juga kagak sakit. Kalau misalnya fisikalnya sakit kayak Yula gitu, oke. Ininya juga kagak sakit-sakit banget tuh, kagak mati soalnya. Tuh 10.000 cu. Sakit sih sebenarnya. Itu kalau calamity kan 20.000 cu. Tapi ya just one hit gitu loh. Kagak yang misalnya kan kayak Xiao itu kan 20.000 di ini doang, di apa, elemental burst, elemental skill. Elemental burstnya juga bisa sampai 30.000 satu kali plunge. Ini coba. Kagak sakit.
Let's play!
Transfiguration. My will embodied. Transfiguration. The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Solidify!
Here we go!
Ininya juga malah sakitan Xiao. Bingung kan lu? Makanya ini kalau misalnya lu kagak punya minimal inilah apa Gangyu, minimal itu
Is everyone okay?
Gangyu Ayaka lah.
Look! The celiacs disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first. Unleash! Everybody stand back!
Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Here!
Gitu makanya kayak bukan masalah wajib DPS, tapi kalau misalnya lu kagak punya Ganyu atau Ayaka percuma gitu loh. Ngepul Senhe juga percuma jatuhnya. Kalau misalnya kayak sekarang Senhe, Ganyunya nanti gitu, nggak besok, bener besok. Itu masih oke. Tapi kalau misalnya Ganyunya ya besok dan lu dapat ini Senhe dan red off gitu kan di Ganyu. Kalau lu misalnya itu pun dapat langsung, maksudnya dapat langsung itu kayak di soft PT dan lu dapat itu oke. Tapi kalau misalnya di hard PT udah mah hard PT red off sulit kan, maksudnya gitu loh. Sayang duit maksud gua cu. Mending yang bisa dibilang pasti lah. Ini yang pasti-pasti aja gitu kan, yang gacha mah kayak Xiao kan, Xiao soalnya kagak butuh kayak Bennett lah. Bennett udah ada gitu, maksudnya kayak lu udah pada punya. Bahkan Bennettku juga udah C6 anjir, kagak guna. Oh bentar bisa gini-gini ya, keren nih. Maksudnya gitu, kayak kalau misalnya lo pengen ya minimal ngambil inilah. Kalau misalnya ya lo pengen ngambil Senhe ya itu lo harus minimal punya Ganyu atau Ayaka, udah itu aja. Chongyun bisa ya, kalau misalnya Chongyunnya jadiin DPS ya bodoh, kayak ya aja jadiin DPS bagus. Elemental skillnya tadinya 5.000 jadi 10.000. Kalau misalnya 10.000 jadi 20.000 mungkin.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Cryo incarnate! Think you can get away?
Cuman ya itu gua kagak tahu aja.
Manifest! Unleash!
Kalau bagus ya bagus. Ini bagus sebenarnya. Cuman untuk karakter tertentu aja.
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
Manifest!
Noh, lihat.
Transfiguration!
Lihat nih.
Yahoo!
5.000 cowok.
Get out of my way!
Going in!
Foreign!
Think you can get away? Here we go!
ordinance divine. Take your true form. Obey. Useless. Worthless. Yahoo!
Bagus kan, bagus ya, banget bahkan buat TPS Cryo. Gak juga sebenarnya ngincer Xiao sih, cuman kagak dapat kemarin. Buat C1. Gue mau maksimalin pasifnya yang dapat 3 kali charge attack, selanjutnya itu bakal ditambah 15%. Ini keren banget sih anjir sumpah. Kayak kan ini shit man. Bisa jalan di awan loh. Keren sih, keren banget ini konsepnya. Aduh, kagak bisa di sini. Aduh, kagak bisa dipoto ya. Fotonya ya just window picture kan. Ya kalau nggak salah kayak itu sih, cuma ke tahu jadi lihat dulu di picture. Apakah ada screenshot? Oke, ada tampan. Send here. Soalnya Senhe kan mirip-mirip Xiao. Mirip Xiao.
Obey.
4 kali dash loh.
Prostrate doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Prostrate reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling stories. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Hold on a sec. Paimon, if we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, but if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely.
Enggak, bukan 5 kintal anjir, 5 ton.
I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Prostrate sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right. Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything. But if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt. No matter, gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? Well then, thank you.
Dingin banget. Kayak visionnya.
I'll go on ahead with the Prostrate. Let's meet at the building site later.
Buset, diangkat loh.
Able to carry that
Diangkat loh.
Super strength much?
Diangkat loh.
Let's go meet her at the building site.
Gak paham main diangkat lo cuk. GG Gaming guys, GG Gaming. PGWS PGWS. I will fight for you, give my life to you when you can't see the sky. I will make you fly. Nah, niatnya pengen jalan cuman gegara kepentuk batu jadi malas. Lagi ini guys. Kok ngecasnya lama? Oh, Kawaii 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 Kembali ke lokasi kerja Jade Chamber untuk mencari Shenhe. Oh, ini Didi yuk cok. Di sini cok. Astaga, keren sih. Iya sih dekat kuil Mora ya.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest, but I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing.
In truth, it is the finest piece of plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Shenhe, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone...
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus. Treat me with great
Dengan
deference
penuh
and
hormat,
respect,
soalnya
as
aku
if I'm set apart
berbeda
from the
dari
Yeah, cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive too. Very different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the...
You can't do that. It's dangerous out. No, when you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking.
Dijali ke wae dah siawannya jelek banget anjir. Gua ke hotel dah ini. Bangsat.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. So,
Great!
one of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your...
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. Hyman's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save...
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. See you tomorrow.
Hey! Isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say...
Ya dia masternya bego. Disapa oleh adaptus lain yaitu Xiao. Ya gua kira si Cloud ini yang jadi si Shenhe.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite...
So far so good, yeah! So, you know Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the adepti living today are acquainted
Semua
with
adaptus yang
Shenhe
ada
to
hari
some
ini
degree.
mengenal Shenhe.
Cool! So, what, calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it...
Her adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an adeptus name?
Don't all adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains, being of an ever-vigilant disposition. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
GG.
Sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due
Bukan
not
hanya karena
only to
ledakan
her
yang
strong
ada juga sifat
willpower,
haus darah.
but also to the blood one dealt with the monster.
tersebut, namun
Yet she
dirinya
still
tetap menolak untuk
refused to
menurunkan
lower her
kewaspadaannya.
guard.
Dia bahkan mengarah
She
perhatiannya
even
kepada
pointed
diriku
her
dan
dagger in
bersikap
one's
untuk menyerang.
direction and
Hanya
remained
setelah dia
ready
yakin
to
bahwa diriku
strike.
tidak berani lagi, dia akhirnya
Only
menjadi lebih
after she
tenang.
was
Dia
satisfied that
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhua might have...
not necessarily. Upon one's
Diriku dapat
arrival,
merasakan
one
bahwa
could
kekuatan
sense
dewa
that the
tersebut
god's
secara bertahap
wrath
mulai
was
menurun, bahkan
gradually
jika
receding.
terus berlanjut,
Even
diriku
had
curiga
the
bahwasanya
stalemate
mungkin akan muncul
continued,
sebagai pemenangnya.
one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
Yes.
Still so dangerous,
Itu banyak
though.
banget kenapa
Why was
kecil
a
tapi
tiny
itu harus
little kid battling against the wrath of a garden?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had
Bahkan aku
experienced her fair
muda.
share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared
Itulah boleh
that
kekuatan
her
semakin
fate
jahat
is to
ternyata,
bear
Pak.
the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her.
Kok
The
ya?
red ropes have indeed
Kok
served to
sedih
keep
ya?
her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive.
Kok sedih ya?
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhua because you were worried about her.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion.
Mungkin aman dan damai hari ini,
The
bahaya
truth
dalam
is
mengintai
that while
dari
Liu
balik bayang-bayang.
Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liu and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the if she handles it
Jadi
admirably.
kalau darinya
One is
tuh
willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall... Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of
banyakin
your
malam,
time.
segera coba beristirahat lah.
So, Shenhua isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
Kagak bisa masuk loh. Kok sedih? Kok sedih, Chen? Sedih aku.
Reduced to just standing.
Kok bang sedih ya?
Hey, so, Shenhua...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I was worried that something may have happened to you. So I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about. After all, master is... very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. Because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, We've met our fair share of real adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of...
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, but before
Malam
we do
maganda
that,
ngerjain ayo
let's
kayak
go
lu
to
kuasa
the
pembangunan.
building site after all.
Makanya ada 3 barang ya.
And another thing, we bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the but it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't know?
Enormous
Emang
scale of the
kocak
Jade
guys
Chamber.
anjir.
We split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains
Payment person payment don't know ya
Before we find
bangsat.
some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peak. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target
Jangan yang
altitude.
semestinya.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto? You're joining the Jade Chamber?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is, sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhua. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew.
Awak kapalku juga.
Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came to...
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the... To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father. Wow. So it looks like the 3 of us are competitors now. Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but...
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to... Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance... Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so how'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder core. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that
Bagian
difficult to
maksudnya
make.
justru
The
mendapatkan
hard
biji
part
yang
is getting hold of
udah
the ore
bareng
used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off.
See you later.
Okay, by the way, I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment.
Aku yang mendengar pendapatnya.
What's the opera called? The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil. It's called The Divine.
Kemudian adapters.
Useless.
Kalau sudah gini jelas dong yang menang siapa. Pasti Beidou sama Yunjin udah. Ya ampun. Kukira kemana, ternyata cuma naik lagi.
Hello.
Kalian cari barang yang
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of.
Of course I have. Sorry.
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yun. Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not much beyond bashing a
semua
hammer.
orang tahu siapa Nanayan, bahkan orang yang jarang nonton opera pasti.
So, you're here to ask about
Kebetulan
Wonder Course, huh?
Kebetulan aku bisa membuat nanti sebenarnya sudah pernah buat dulu waktu Nona Ningguang membangun chamber pertamanya aja.
I made some for Lady Ning. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by.
Dulu juga Ningguang yang bawa sendiri bahannya, aku rasa kalian tidak bawa kan. Mau tanya biji apa sebenarnya yang kami butuhkan.
Sure.
Lebih seperti
Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with vision. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some, of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. If you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite just. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration.
Mari jangan mengulur waktu lagi, kita ke sana. Let's go. Jauh. Ini kan Mountain Tianheng. Yang gua tahu kayak mountain itu kan pegunungan ya, gunung gitu. Tapi kok ini masih di hai paham sekarang. MB my bad.
I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top.
Keren sih. View-nya keren cuy.
This is
Lihat.
quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic towering peaks.
Keren ini.
And the gently flowing no wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals
Ada tuh yang ada di banyak
strive.
orang.
The divine damsel of devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. What's the story about? It's the story of a girl becoming a hero. Cool. A hero story? The legend first arose in this area.
Dulu ada suatu desa yang makmur di pegunungan. Di desa tersebut hidupnya
who were
Istri yang
completely devoted
yang
to
saling
one another.
mencintai suatu ketika datanglah
One
seekor
day,
monster yang
a
mengerikan.
terrified, the wife was out collecting herbs and was
Ketika
captured
dia
by the
ditangkap oleh
monster.
monster menjadi memegang
Her
kalau
husband was so
mendengar kabarnya
distraught at
dan
the news that the vile and vicious
Ganas itu
monster
berkata
told the
penduduk
villagers,
desa, kalau kalian
"If
masih
you
ingin
want to
hidup,
live."
korbankan seorang anak
What a
untukku.
nasty piece of work. Ugh. Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in. But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of
Yang
it. Just while they were
ketika mereka
discussing whose child
sedang
would be
bermisi
given
untuk
over to
menemukan,
the monster, a little girl
tiba-tiba
suddenly
muncul dan
stood up.
maju ke depan.
Unbeknownst to anybody
Tidak ada yang tahu,
else, she was
sebilah
concealing
pedang
an
mengusir
exorcist's
setan di
blade.
dekat.
She approached the monster's lair,
Ini
feigning
pula
fear
ketakutan
and
ketika
trepidation.
tiba-tiba dia dapat
When she finally
melakukan,
arrived,
dan dengan
she
gagap berani dia
courageously
bertanggung
drew
jawab
her
sama monster.
sword
Pada akhirnya
and
dia
entered
berada
into a fierce.
sebagai
Her
pemenangnya.
extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their
Tinggal
own.
bersama mereka.
Her story
Si
became the
gadis ini
stuff of
sudah menjadi
legends.
legenda. Sayangnya
But
takdir
alas,
manusia
the
pernah jarang
paths of
bersila.
mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world.
So desu ka.
And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience.
I think it's a great story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some...
Yeah. Where? Mana sih di atas apa? No, itu tuh.
Useless.
Suaranya serem, cowok.
This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Sabrosium. I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhong said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Istri Yun.
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Huh. He did. Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask. Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin, look.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. The rumors were true. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Sabrosium. But I think you can find some information in the village. This place is deserted now.
Tidak ada lagi. Oh.
No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
I know. I know.
You know this? Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjun has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. Okay. Then let's see what we can find in this village.
I know. Paham gua, cok. Ini tuh yang dulu diserang sama itu si Shenhe yang ditumbalin. Oh, hai. Dan itu kayaknya siapanya gitu. Ah, ah,
So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving, and she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. Oh, it looks like my father may need...
catatannya mana, cowok? Oh, kalau setiap ada
So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster.
apa ayah Shenhe mengira kalau dia sedang memanggil dewa baik. Oh.
His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear, without ever learning the truth. And now, still, I do wonder what the connection is between Shenhe. We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Sabrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it!
Efeknya kepanjangan. Di saat senja dan melihat arah matahari terbenam kemana-mana. Oke.
So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some. Let's go back and tell Ship.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Sabrosi.
Let's go.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk just now. In the village, we found your father's diary.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth.
Tapi
but
kini
now that the
aku
main
berhadapan langsung dengan
character is
pemeran
standing
utama dalam
right
cerita.
here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version. My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Halo Gung. Lu nonton kapan Gung? Gue kagak lihat.
Don't worry. I believe you. In fact, I think
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Halo brother. Subscribe brother, bantu gua. Thank you udah komen ya. Ke tengah danau. Bingung sih kalau tengah danau menurut gua. Aha. Sini. Tunggu sampai senja. Baru jam. Udah jam berapa sekarang? Jam 5 senja itu jam 17. Woi. Anjir lah. Dua hari loh. Nunggu di sini 2 hari. Boleh banget. Ngelihat matahari. Oke, mute. Itu doang. Gue kira bakal kayak gimana gitu, soalnya kan gue pengen. Woi, Xiao ketemu Xiao. Xiao ketemu Xiao. Hello other Xiao. No. Xiao ketemu Xiao, cok. Hello other Xiao. How are you?
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, as an Adeptus, I should not get involved for now. But these things can be unpredictable. I have a contingency plan of my own. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
Apa sih? Xiao ngapa lu? Lu cabok ya. Di mana BG nyarinya? Ini bukan. Oh. Ini
That's everything we need. Let's head back and report in.
bentar lah, gue mau gacha dulu ya kan, siapa tahu
Curious if
dapat.
Beto's made any progress.
Ya, double show. Double show. Double show. Double show. Wah. Double show. Dapat emerald orb. It's fine. PP ke Mr. Chang. Mr. Chang. Okay, Mr. Chang. I want to give you a subsertion. Gue main nih malam-malam. Hehe.
Oh, goodness.
So, are they?
This is some top quality ore you found.
Nah, hasil airnya nanti juga pasti bagus.
Yes, now it's my time to
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Leave the wonder cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next. But where should we find items
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adept. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way,
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make...
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else.
Keren loh. Iya ya, harus ke sini ya. Lari lari lari, terbang dan berlari. Berjuanglah, Xiao. Udah jadi aja brengsek. Padahal kan ini belum ada adaptasi sigilnya. Tapi keren loh ini anjir. Sumpah kagak bohong, keren banget, cowok. Jade Chamber. Ini keren banget, cowok. Ditutup, jalannya ditutup, buat ke itu ditutup. Gak tau, pokoknya yang megah-megah itu kayak walaupun kayak gini nih, kayak dirakit kayu-kayu kayak gini, terus tapi di atasnya wow, buat membuat seperti itu, ini bagus banget sih, cok. Gue suka sih kayak gitu.
Ningguang's little secretary. We found all the materials.
Oh, all three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good.
Baywan memanggil semua peserta untuk berkumpul.
I hereby announce that the winners of this material.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the plus strike yet.
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber.
Huh? Where's Beto?
Captain Beto has some business to attend to. She will join later.
Alright then. Guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first. This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
Ages ago. Ya udah lama sih, dari 1.1. Udah 1 tahun. Wow. Wait a minute. Oke. Ningguang.
Combine the
Salas.
Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar, and thank you all for your work.
Yeah.
I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yoon's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber?
Whoa.
The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yoon.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, what are you doing now? Do come and see my play when the time comes.
Kayak gemeteran aja suara Nyelesain.
What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this.
Wow. You're a mind reader, Ningguang.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer.
Tapi aku tidak menjamin kalian akan mau.
Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. So I promise you that should you...
Great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this was a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to...
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting... Liyue Harbor is very inclusive.
Aku menghormati aturan yang berlaku, kamu...
You will not be turned. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Oh.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beto. It's your turn. Do you have a question?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beto? Ningguang? What are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know.
Wah. Wah, bahaya
When I
nih.
first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen at all 7 nations of Teyvat.
Gitu aja bangsa dia.
My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for
Bukan hanya
myself that I have built
bener,
the
Beb.
Jade Chamber anew. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the and I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the ascension ceremony commence.
Ini mute ini. Ini mute.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone.
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Apa itu tadi, cu? Apa itu? Apa itu tadi? Keren banget. Cuman ada yang satu kekurangan. Ganyunya pelangap longo. Itu keren banget anjir. Set man. Apalagi yang pertama kayak jet chambernya baru naik gitu kan, kayak oh shit man, itu pemandangannya yang wow.
What are you doing here?
Oh, ada
We can't let you be the only one.
Senhei juga. Bisa pakai Senhei juga gitu ya. Keren. Oke. Nah, perpanjang 6 detik critical damage dari yang karakter untuk karakter yang berada. Harusnya pakai Chongyun sih ini. Coba ini keren sih,
I
Cok.
hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured.
Tapi yang penjir katanya ini mas sekali gini cuma mati.
I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
Mati udah. Gitu doang. Tapi aja di bawah laut ada ini SpongeBob banget sih ini. Ini SpongeBob banget ini. Oh man.
Manifest! Unleash!
Daran mana? Where are you?
Everybody stand back! Manifest!
Order guide you. Gather.
Obey!
Come on. Come here.
Transfiguration! My will embodied! Off we go!
Keren sih. Keren banget coy ini coy. Aduh aji, ayo udah bilang keren berapa kali coba itu. Come on, come here. Wow. There are 3. Ini ngapa?
Unleash!
Social wife. Gitu Pak. Ya, best. Mana, Cok? Mana? Based average. Avenger of the Vortex.
Do your master's bidding! My will embodied! My will embodied!
Come.
Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her.
Udah, kagak ada.
If the place collapsed, the consequences would
Apa
be
gitu?
disastrous. Let's head back.
Hai. Gua kira ada apa gitu, cuy. Kagak ada apa-apa dah. Udah 2 jam aja, cuy. Seru banget. hari Sabtu ya, besok Minggu. Minggu dan Minggu itu mute. Gua kira ada cutscene lagi.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the
good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyun Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millelith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millelith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking.
And yes.
You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be
while the position of Tianjuan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago.
Dan dapat merasakan
And
kecewaan dari
noticed
Laut
the
Raja
air of
Masaat.
dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please, in fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
There'll be no need for...
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular ever.
Keren banget sih, Cok. Keren banget, kagak bohong, keren banget. Pergi ke Jet Chamber ada di sebelah mana? Itu apa itu, Cok? Oh, kelihatan ya. Maksudnya kelihatan loh. Pergi ke Jet Chamber. Oh, bisa teleport. Boleh. Sumpah keren banget, Cok, gak bohong. Aing udah berapa kali ngomong keren, so. tetap hujan loh.
Everyone's already seated.
Tetap anjir, gua kira ada cutscene gitu. Gua sampai mute mulu.
Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will—
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have.
ini
Honestly, it's the
ya.
main reason I'm here.
Nanti kita mute lagi.
I hear she's going to perform the Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage.
Mute. Oke, mute guys.
神女披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful.
Keren banget, cu. Sumpah merinding. Gua kira kayak emang sih ada beberapa kayak menurut gua kayak kurang cocok gitu, kayak suara Chinese-nya yang kayak maaf nih nenek-nenek gitu. Di beberapa scene tuh selebihnya bagus sih. Cocok-cocok aja gitu. Gua gak nyangka gitu bakal cocok. Soalnya kan di trailernya itu kan kayak bener-bener kayak melangking banget suaranya, cu. Kayak nenek-nenek lah. Tapi bagus sih. Merinding gua.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun. Here you are. Great to see you.
Mabok anjing.
Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it. Wait. You're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. Let me pull up a chair. All right. We'll all have...
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice.
Uh-oh. This feels all too familiar. Shenhua's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhua. Calm down.
Gua mau pulang. Oke. Udah. Oh, udah gitu doang. Keren sih, keren. Kagak bohong, udah keren ini. Baru 20 kali wish gua. Keren. Mantap. Woi. Kok ngelek-ngelek sih? Keren. Nanti mungkin besok ya, malam minggu. Sekarang malam minggu tolol. Iya, sekarang aja malam minggu, nanti malam bakalan menjelajahi Enkanomiya ya. Ya, arigato.
Osmanthus wine tasted. Same as I remember.
Crumble.
Nah, sekarang ini dulu aja. Kita nyari bahan buat si ini nih. Wah, keren banget. Set, keren banget. Mantap jiwa. Ciao. Mantap sih, keren banget sih. Gua ngerekamnya juga di 1080 ya. Ya biar kalian bisa lihat dengan baik. Full 80 ya, full HD lah ya, full HD 60 fps juga gitu kan ya. Ya semoga kalian menikmati. Kebagusan dari tadi cutscene Senhe dan cutscene Yenjin.
Time for takeoff.
Gomena Ru, I want to kill your friend.
Stabilize. This is order.
Let's light it up.
Stabilize.
Yahoo! Adventure time. Brace yourself. Think you can get away? Everybody stand back.
Solidify.
Useless. Here we go.
Salah ya, ngambilnya harus pakai dilak. Cuman bodoh lah. Dame dame da kimi no sai kane sora kimi no sai kane sora. Ini ada yang komen ya kan, gua jawabnya telat, dia keluar langsung dan namanya JKT48 New Era ini ya. Sama gua juga. Gua juga fansnya JKT kok, santuy. JKT. Berarti kan ini kan kabur ya bisa dibilang. Kalau misalnya Osial yang benar-benar kan itu kayak udah ketimbun jet chamber, anggap aja meninggal atau terjebak lah gitu. Tapi kan kalau ini kan kabur, ya kemungkinan besar bakal ada lagi kan. Itu keren sih.
Brace yourselves. Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Going in.
Disappear. Worthless. 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 Here.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Brace yourselves.
Let's light it up. Worthless.
Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. Useless. Here.
Gather.
Brace yourselves.
Dame. Attack persen cu. Attack persen itu buat Senhe sih. Cuma kan gue kagak gacha Senhe. Gue kagak gacha Senhe. Kalau ya gue kagak gacha Senhe. Coba lah ya kita coba beruntung dengan Senhe. Kagak bakalan dapet cok. Ya Yunjin kayak gitu kan. Cuma kagak bakalan dapet. Keren sih nih. Cuman gak tahu ceritanya kayak dikit banget, udah kayak per bulan kayak per update per 2 bulan sekali itu kayak yang bener-bener main lama itu ya pas ini doang, main 2 jam lah ini ya. Mungkin ekonominya kemarin tuh juga 2 jam lah ya, gak punya 4 jam gitu Ya walaupun ini kan belum explore ekonomi ya, apalagi belum ya belum lah intinya, belum ke ekonominya, benar-benar ke ekonomianya, bukan ke ekonomianya tapi ke ngejelajahi seluruh ekonominya gitu. Nanti malam lah sambil nyari chest ya. Oke, terima kasih yang sudah komen ya, terutama Agung fans JKT48 New Era Anjas yang kagak gua balasnya telat sih ya, dia jam 10.30 maybe ya kesini, gue balasnya di 10.40 ya, sorry soalnya gue kagak punya 2 monitor jadi gue harus switch gini pakai tab. Dan ya terima kasih yang udah nonton gitu kan ya. Yang satu lagi nih kagak tahu siapa nih dari tadi ya, yang udah nonton terima kasih, dan sekali lagi terima kasih yang udah komen, dan terima kasih juga yang udah subscribe atau follow gue gitu kan, apalagi yang udah mampir ke Facebook gue. Nanti gue kerencana mau live stream di Facebook habis UAS tanggal lama sih, akhir bulan nantinya, akhir bulan nanti mulai lanjut main Final Fantasy ya. Walaupun Final Fantasy di Facebook itulah ini anjir nge-lag, tapi ya terima kasih lah ya yang udah nonton gitu.